Good Saturday afternoon to everyone out there. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is Healthy Home Makeovers. Healthy Home Makeovers is brought to you by Improve Canada, Canada's largest home improvement center. I'm joined as always by Brian Lattanville from Healthy Home Makeovers, listening to the nice sounds of the Tragically Hip coming in there, just thinking to myself, I'd love to be on a dock right now, and it almost feels like you could be on a day like today. It's sort of like we're feeling that switch. It's like last night it was freezing. This morning, all of a sudden, the sun is shining. The sidewalks are filled with people. I had congestion and sidewalk traffic on my walk into work today, and it feels like spring has sprung. Brian, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Even around the corner, there's an event going on over there. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, the Sugar Shack happening.
The Sugar Shack.
I think it's Sherbourne Common over here. Yeah. And so there's families coming down here doing the walk down from Union Station or wherever they're coming from. And
it's true. I stepped out of my house this morning and I just sat in the sun and I didn't want to leave for a little while. It was nice. Get some of that vitamin D.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is definitely a nice day and a great day to sort of see things turn around here for our weather. You can give us a call anytime here live on the air to talk to us about whatever we're talking about at 416-870-6400 star 640 on your cell phone. Or if you have a question or comment about the health of your home, the health of your workplace, the health of the vehicle that you're driving, basically talking about the air that you breathe, the water that you drink, and all the other sort of toxins that are coming into contact with you on your day-to-day life, and the solutions on how to deal with it. We don't just talk about problems here. We're going to solve some of those problems for you here on the air with Healthy Home Makeovers. Brian, what's up? You know what? One of the stories that actually you drew my attention to that's making headlines today is pollution.
Yes, it's a poor air quality day out there. Usually you get these in the summertime, but we're having a nice spring sort of day today, and it is a poor pollution day out there. And we've actually put this article on our Facebook as well, so people can go out there and read it. But yeah, it's a poor air quality day with the high winds blowing up and all the snow kind of melting. All the dust and the pollutants are going into the air, and we're breathing them in. So, give us a call at Healthy Home Makeovers to help you improve the indoor air quality of your home.
That's healthyhomemakeovers.ca is also where you can go to book a healthy home assessment. Now, how important is that? We'll get into the healthy home assessment coming up and how people can book that and what's involved in it. But how important is that? You've got all this pollutant out in the air. You want your home to be your castle, right? You want it to be a sanctuary from all of that. And can you just talk a little bit about how important that is for sort of our general health?
Well, of course. And, every time you open up the door, every time you're having the furnace kicked on, it's bringing some of the air from inside, from outside inside. And, and the air quality is usually worse outside than it is inside. And you need some good circulation, air circulation. You want to clear those particulates in the air through our systems. And we're constantly cleaning the air and purifying the air, with different systems that we have for your home. But that's very important. It's going to take out the mold spores, the viruses, the bacteria, the bioburdens, the toxins. We could go on for a long time here on how many things that could be in our air. And it's interesting because air it's invisible. A lot of people can't see it, but you were just talking to me off air there about how during the day you're seeing all those dust particulates floating around now.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Kelly and I have moved the Kelly Contreras show up from 9 a.m. to noon, from doing an afternoon show 2 to 4. Yeah. And I'm finding myself getting home in the afternoon now. And I sat down Monday morning after doing our first morning show, mid-morning show, and I looked out around my house. I was ready to just sit down, have lunch, and watch some TV maybe. Like, no, I can't live like this. And just seeing how much sort of dust was in the air, dust was on the tables, dust was sort of under the TV bench and everything, and thinking, do I live this way? So those are the things that you can see. Yeah. And I did like a sort of neat freak cleanup mode for the rest of the afternoon, doing a bit of a spring cleaning. But most days you don't see your house in the light of day if you're spending all day at work. So you get up in the morning, you're busy, you get home, the sun is already setting, especially in the winter months. Yeah. And you don't necessarily get to see all those nooks and crannies and places where the dust is hiding.
Correct, and that's what the systems will help with. I know you're in a condo, and with homes that it comes in with, works with your intakes and your vent systems, and it constantly is cleaning the air and bringing those particles down to a minimal, and cleaning them out and giving you purified air throughout the home. So it is highly important for your health, for your family's health, for many of reasons.
And that is, it's not just a trend anymore. This is just an important thing in our society, is healthy lifestyles, healthy living, and this is just one part of that. And it's a big part of it when you think about, really, it's sort of the cornerstone, or sort of the building blocks of the foundation of your health, is that place where you live and you're spending most of your time.
Yeah, we all need oxygen. We all need clean air, right? There's lots of places around the world where they don't have clean air, and you see people suffering. So we're lucky to be in this country and have some good air quality, but you can make it even better within your own home with different products. Because the other products that we're bringing into our home as well, they have formaldehyde, they're off-gassing, these other things are happening. So you're constantly, it's a constant battle to keep it purified and clean in your home. So that's what these systems help with.
And we just talked about sort of those problems that you're facing with the health of your home, the things that you want to fight against. And coming up after the break, we'll talk about how you can start working to make your home a healthier place with that Healthy Home Assessment. You can book a Healthy Home Assessment at healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Send Brian an email, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca, or you can visit the store at Improve Canada, 7250 Keele Street, Unit 65. You can give us a call here live on the air if you've got a question, 416-870-6400, star 640 on your cell. Whole lot more coming up with Brian Lattanville and Healthy Home Makeovers on the other side. healthyhomemakeovers.ca. healthyhomemakeovers.ca is the website, and that's where you can book a Healthy Home Assessment. You can also email Brian anytime, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca, or you can give him a call, 647-660-4900. That's 647-660-4900. And you can check out their store that's located at Improve Canada. That's Canada's largest home improvement center, and that's at 7250 Keele Street. Unit 65 is where you'll find the Healthy Home Makeover showroom, and that is at Keele and the 407 in Vaughan. So you want to go and check that out. And Brian's going to be doing a talk there shortly after the show, later on this afternoon. We'll talk about that after we talk about the Healthy Home Assessment, because we've been teasing that a little bit. The Healthy Home Assessment is sort of where you get started on turning that health of your home around and cleaning the air and cleaning the water. What's it all about, Brian?
Yeah, so our Healthy Home Assessment is a great start off. You can go to healthyhomemakeovers.ca to the Book Now page, and you can book it right in there. So basically what it does is I come in, and I like to test, we test the air, we test the water, we test the electromagnetic fields, do a room-by-room toxin screen, and give you a full report. Now, it sounds quick and easy, and it sort of is, but we go through each room, we're testing the air quality in each room, looking for different issues within that area to see if we can identify something. We're testing the water, we're testing different things in the water, the hard water, the iron in the water, the chlorine, different types of issues that could be happening in the water that, each home is different. And then we're testing electromagnetic fields throughout the home. We'll go around with all the equipment and show you what's going on, give you an idea, then you get a full report, and then, of course, product recommendations. Now, the Healthy Home Assessment is a $99 charge. If you end up purchasing anything over $500 before or after, even the home assessment, then we credit you back to $99. So it ends up being a free assessment. It's basically just for us to come in and see what's going on, because we can sit here and say, yeah, you need all these water systems, or you need all these, but maybe you don't need them all. So it gives us an idea of understanding what your specific situation is. And it also helps with people who might have a system already, because we're getting a lot of these calls now. We have this system in place. We want to make sure it's still working. We want to make sure it's still going on, or if it needs to be maintained or checked out. And that's what we come in and do.
Yeah, it's a house call. It's a checkup for the health of your home. So even if you're just looking for a little bit of peace of mind, Brian can come in there for that $99, do the home assessment, and check out exactly what's taken in your home, and then cater a report specifically to what your needs are, and then you get credited that $99 back.
Correct. Yeah,
when you purchase, whether it's the air systems, the water systems, EMF, all that stuff.
Correct. It's basically a peace of mind, and it's also an educational portion for the consumer, the client, to understand what exactly is going on in their home, and they're able to sit and ask questions and check out specific things, or show me specific items in their home that they're concerned about, and we'll go through and we'll check them out for them.
Yeah, it's like if you're buying anything, it's good to do your research beforehand, and this is part of that research. when you call Brian in and he does the check for you, and you find out exactly what it is. Well, what's the specific situation about my house? Yep. Is it an older house? Does it have rads? Does it have forced air? What can be different about all of these things? And also the water issues. Could there be hard water? That's always a big thing. When we're talking about the air, Brian, what's that like? You come in there, you've got the tricorder, the particle concentration meter, and you're scanning the air and you're checking out exactly what's floating through it. What is it that you're looking for then?
So it depends on where we're at. So this past week we did a condo building, for instance, and the board of directors of the condo building wanted clean air for the gym rooms. Apparently there was a complaint that the gym rooms downstairs, the health facilities or whatever, were, there was an odor or there was whatever. They wanted some clean air.
Gyms can get stinky. Gyms can get musty.
We tried out one of our portable 5-stage systems there. We put it in. 2 days later, they called me and said, it's fantastic. We've noticed a difference right away. We love it. We want one in the other gym now because there's a men and a women's gym. So they were testing one out. And then I had a couple of people within the condo give me a call afterwards and say, I want one for my unit.
Right.
So it's just, it just, once you get it in there and you see what it's like, that's why we have them set up in our showroom as well to come in there and test them and see them. And we give you an idea of exactly how it works. And we do shows. We were just at the Free From Allergy show last weekend and we had them set up there and we were showing people demonstrations and explaining how it works. And people are just, they're amazed by how it works and what the system is like and how fresh the air can be afterwards. And people don't, it's one of those, it's like in the back of people's minds. They know that they should have it, but it's not. I'd rather have the, the designer couch or something along those lines. So we always say to people, when you're doing renovations or doing anything like that, try to add this into your renovation. Look into it at the same time because it's going to improve the overall health of your family and your home in an overall sense.
Well, that's terrific to think about putting it in the gym too, because you can really think about you've got all those people in there sweating, working out. It can get sweaty and smelly and musty, especially if it's downstairs. Maybe it's not getting as much sun exposure as a lot of other rooms.
It was in a basement, and it was with a bathroom, and there's showers and a sauna. Yeah. So you could there was lots of different odors happening. For instance, so let's just put it that way. Plus, the 5-stage system will kill bacteria and viruses as well. So that's always a good thing in a shared space like that. Because other people are touching, it's not going to necessarily take off, if somebody touches the equipment, but if it's in the air, it's going to clean it out.
And, I've got one of the portable units in my condo, and I find, especially over the winter, you're not opening the windows that much. And when you do open the window, most condo buildings, apartment buildings are located somewhere near or on a main street. So many of them are packed around the Gardner Expressway or up by the 401 or along train tracks and stuff. So even when you do open the window, you're not getting fresh air. It's fresh air, but it's not necessarily clean air. And I've just found when I've got mine on and it's on most of the day, and I open up the window, crank it up all the way, and it's just the air that I get is getting filtered and it's easier to breathe, and you're not getting sort of that street smell and everything else.
It's true. It's so true. This condo building, for instance, we had put one into somebody that I knew in this building, and the way it works is they do not get air into their individual units.
Okay, yeah.
It's an older building, so the air comes from the hallways and it comes underneath their doors. So there's not a lot of air circulation in each condo, unit period. So as soon as we put one in, he noticed a significant difference right after about 24 hours. He goes, "What a difference!"
And that'll probably help with the smell of your neighbor's food too.
Everything. And the marijuana laws, the smell of the food, the smoke cooking, whatever it might be. Definitely does help out. He just did a renovation, put new hardwood flooring in. And I said, just change the one pre-filter right afterwards. And that's what we did. And it's back to being beautiful again. He said it's kept all the dust down from all the cutting of the wood and everything, in the whole unit.
And that's why it's important to do that healthy home assessment, get in an air system before you do the renovation.
Correct.
So you're not breathing that
Especially if you're
going
to be living in the home while the renovation's happening. If you're not going to be in the home while the renovation's happening, then, we can wait till afterwards. But if you're living there, definitely. Because you're going to think all that stuff you're ripping up, all those stuff you're cutting, all those little particulates are going to go into the air and you're going to end up breathing them. They're going to end up in your lungs.
We're going to talk about the water that you're drinking in your home and how Brian can help you clean that up as well on the other side. And we're also going to talk about how you can go and see Brian talk today at Improve Canada later on this afternoon. coming up on the other side of the break here with Healthy Home Makeovers, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. This is Healthy Home Makeovers, brought to you by Improve Canada, Canada's largest home improvement center. Check out information on everything we're talking about here at healthyhomemakeovers.ca and book a healthy home assessment to get Brian in your home to check on your air, to check on your water. Speaking of water, speaking of plastic, you might be getting your plastic out of, or your water out of a fake plastic watering bottle. And you may be drinking water, then piling up plastic in your blue box and having a huge mess to do with that. And we just heard the promo from Stafford and Sapria talking about how the plastic is making its way into the ocean and everything. So when we're talking about the water that you're drinking and the health of the water that you're putting into your body, that's the first step, and then you just sort of think about where all that plastic goes. That's the second step, and that's a big concern for a lot of people. They just said
it's getting all the way into Marianas Trench there.
Yeah, so the deepest points of the ocean, they're finding plastic, and that plastic isn't going away, isn't going to degrade anytime soon. So we're drinking water out of plastic bottles that will be around somewhere in our ecosystem long after our grandchildren are dead. This is what we're doing with ourselves. And then plus all of that, the water that we're drinking isn't healthy. The water that we're drinking isn't necessarily clean, and we're putting that inside our body. So rule number one is treat your body with a little bit little bit of respect here.
Of course.
And then you can start worrying about everything else, but that's always a concern as well. Brian, what is it, when we're talking about that healthy home assessment, you come into the home, we've talked about the air. What's the water system like? Where does that start?
So we have several different options for water systems, like we've said before, depending on your home and maybe what system you might already have in there. We test it to make sure everything's still working. So if you're on a well system, we have the UV lights with the carbon and sediment filters, iron filters. We have water softeners. We have iron removers. We have reverse osmosis drinking water systems for underneath your kitchen sink or wherever you might want it in your home. We have whole home systems that you might want to be interested in. Tons and tons of systems that are going to keep your carbon footprint down. Not going to, you would not have to have water coolers or water bottles anywhere. Again, not putting the plastic into our oceans, trying to keep that down and remove your carbon footprint. Also, we have a lot of good systems for offices and workplaces too. So these reverse osmosis systems are great for an office. No more water bottles, no more coolers and all that kind of stuff. Just fresh, cold drinking water right out of the tap. And it's purified, good drinking water. So that's the systems we have. And it all depends on your home and what you might need. But yeah, purified water is very important. Clean water is important, of course. The city is, most cities around the GTA or whatnot are, cleaning the water, but there is still chlorine put in the water, fluoride put in the water, different chemicals that might be in there, some prescriptions that might be going into the water that a lot of people are concerned about, of course. And again, our systems can remove these toxins and these chemicals and minerals from your system.
And one thing that you can do is also remineralize the water too, if you want to put the good minerals back in.
Yeah, we can put in an alkaline post and remineralize the water. A lot of people are hearing about ionized and alkaline water. We do have the systems that will help you with that as well.
And you can do a whole home water system as well when you're looking at hard water, which a lot of people are experiencing.
Correct. We have a 2-in-1 water softening system with a carbon bed and a water softener. So it's going to take out the chlorine and the toxins as well as soften your water for your whole home.
So if you're thinking that that you've got hard water, you might as well book that healthy home assessment. You want to get the water softening system put in anyway. You're going to get that healthy home assessment done basically for free because the $99 is going to be refunded back to you. So you might as well get that peace of mind and get that checkup on your home while you're doing it.
And a lot of these people that have systems already, they want to make sure they're still working. A lot of them, the tanks, not the whole system itself, but those Brezen tanks, they usually last you, 10 years at the most. So we come in and we can replace them for you. We can fix them. We can do whatever we need. And yeah, if a lot of people will notice if they have hard water because it causes dry skin, eczema, get the white calcium buildup on the showers and on the tanks. Can clog up the pipes, can clog up your dishwasher, your laundry machines, could put small holes in your clothes. So if you're noticing any of these issues within your home, then yeah, definitely give us a call and we can come in here and help you with that.
And you can come and see Brian live in person at Improve Canada this afternoon. Improve Canada is Canada's largest Home Improvement Center, and that's located at 7250 Keel Street. Unit 65 is the store, but this is going to be happening. Is this in the main sort of section?
So I'll probably be doing it at my store location.
Okay.
We're probably going to be doing it in there to show you all the products. It'll be sort of like a master class. It's going to be a couple of vendors within there that we know are getting together to do a healthy home sort of event for people to see different things within the different home. Again, the gentleman I work with, Alex Demoff, he does healthy walls, so nice stones on the walls and healthy decor. Other people that are doing other different healthy items within the home, healthy cabinets, eco-friendly, stuff like that. So then I'll be going in there explaining the air and the water portion of it, and obviously our organic bedding and our infrared saunas and our EMF protection. We'll go over it all, and we'll do some demonstrations, and we'll show products.
And that's happening at 2 p.m. this afternoon.
Well, they're starting at 1, but I'm not going to be there till 2 after the show. So I'm going to head up right after the show, and then my speech and my master class, as we call it, will happen at 2 o'clock.
And you can see that at 7250 Keel Street, and that's at Keel and the 407 at Improve Canada. If you've driven by before, if you haven't, it's a great opportunity to just pop in there, see what it's all about, see what's there. There's so much to see at Improve Canada, and this is a case where you've got Brian scheduled to do a talk right there and do some demos. Otherwise, you can come in whenever the mall's open to check out these items
definitely.
And
You can
well.
see the products in the showroom. Definitely give us a call. You can check on our site, check on our Facebook page to see everything that we do, or even give us a call and have a discussion with us. That's fine too. But yeah, definitely 350 stores under one roof there. Everything that you want to find for home renovation at Improve Canada. We are just one portion of it. We are the healthy home portion of it, and we're there to help you and answer your questions.
A whole lot more coming up as we continue with Healthy Home Makeovers here on Global News Radio 640 Toronto. You can give Brian a call anytime, 647-660-4900. Send him an email, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca. You can visit their website, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Or like I said, head over to Improve Canada. You can check out their store, or make sure you're there at 2 p.m. today to see Brian, say hi, ask him a question live in person. 7250 Keel Street is where you can find Improve Canada, Canada's largest home improvement center. Whole lot more Healthy Home Makeovers coming up on the other side. This is Healthy Home Makeovers, brought to you by Improve Canada. You can check them out, healthyhomemakeovers.ca, and book that healthy home assessment right now. It's pretty easy. Click on book now. You fill out some information, your address, your name, basically just the very simple basics. Information, the basics on where you can be found and
what
how to get in touch with you.
You might want it.
And, the ideal time of day, and you'll find a way to make that happen.
That's it. Weekends, evenings, whatever you might want, morning time, whatever works for you and your family. We'll definitely try to arrange that time as long as we're not pre-booked, and we have no problem coming by and seeing you then, but for sure.
And then that's all over the GTA and into cottage country as well.
Yeah, some people have asked me Niagara to Belleville, up to Parry Sound, all around for the home assessments. That's not an issue at all for us to come by and check things out. We try to group a few together. So if I got to go like next week, I'll be out to Georgetown. I'll be up to Alliston. I got some bookings out there already. And I think we have one north of the city. I can't remember the name of the place right now, but definitely we're all over. So we don't mind. I was out in Burlington last week and in Hamilton. So it doesn't matter where we go. We're out there to help you.
So everywhere where we're broadcasting, Brian will come to your house and do that healthy home assessment and get you started on improving the health of your home. And it just sort of healthy lifestyle. I was saying before, it's not a fad anymore. This is real life. This is what people want. It's a priority in their life. When you think about all the things that you want in your home, you want nice furniture, you want the nice electronics, the TV, the streaming music, everything that you can think of, but you also want that home to be healthy. It's part of living, part of knowing that you've made it. It's part of that lifestyle, is making sure that you're able to have a healthy home for you and your family.
It's your oasis, right? You don't want it to be making you sick. And sometimes your home can make you sick. We've talked about this before. The air is the lungs of your home, and the water is the blood of your home, right? So these things have to be healthy and have to be checked and have to be taken care of and maintained. And that's what we can come in and help you do. We come in and help you obtain, maintain, and regain that healthy lifestyle that you want and that you needed within your home. You're going out, you're doing all the exercising, doing all the good work, coming back inside, and then your home could be You could be having allergies. You could be coming home sneezing. You could be drinking the water and it's causing you dry skin, or you're showering in the water that's causing you dry skin. Who knows what's going on, right? So that's why we come in and we check all these things for you and we help you out. So if you're suffering from airborne allergies, dust allergies, pet dander, anything like that, if you have any kind of sneezing happening, you wake up with itchy eyes, or sneezing in the morning times, could be your bedding, could be your mattress, could be your air quality, any of these things, we come in there and test that for you. Again, the dry skin, the hard water, the water smells bad. You can smell chlorine. You don't want to be drinking that, folks, all the time. You want to purify that water so you can have nice, clean drinking water. Same with electromagnetic fields. You're getting headaches. You're feeling muscle pains within your home. We come in there and we test all that for you and give you great ideas on how to improve your electromagnetic field radiation within your home, which is something a lot of people don't know about, but they're learning a lot about, because I'm at these shows and a lot of people are coming up to me and asking me about the EMF. They've heard for years about air and water, mainly water, but now a little bit more about air. And they're coming and talking more about EMF protection. So we come in there and we help with that. So, so even if you have air and water systems in your home already and you're like, oh, what's the EMF protection? Trust me, folks, it's worth the trip for me to come there and test everything for you and go over it. I was in a home 3 weeks ago and they had this nice air system that they spent twice the amount of they would have spent with me with Healthy Home Makeovers, and the system was not working.
Wow.
I felt bad for them. I felt really bad for them. I didn't really know what to say. I said, here's my report. Here's all the testing. You can go back to that company if you want. I don't know what's going to happen, but here's my recommendation. And within 15 minutes to 20 minutes of us installing one of our air systems, the difference is, you can tell the difference right away. The equipment, the testing equipment that we use, we sit there and we retest again, and we show you the difference right before we leave.
And you're going to see that on the particle concentration meter, on the tricorder.
Correct.
Brian will show you how to read it, and then you're going to be able to see those numbers change right before your eyes. And I've seen it myself. I've seen it in practice, where you can see what happens and the difference when you plug in the machine, and all of a sudden the air quality improves.
So you've seen that at the store, at the store level with me at the shows. And so you can imagine that. We put the system on the ductwork. We go upstairs to the next floor. Within 15 minutes, we test back by the ducts, and those numbers drop just like that. So it's working throughout the whole home.
That's terrific. And one of the things, people will often, and I'm springing this on you, you were talking about pet dander and stuff. Yeah. I was just flashing back to my childhood memory. And we kept the cat litter box next to the furnace. Is that a good idea?
No.
Okay.
Not a good idea. No, well, because the furnace is always drawing in the air, right? It's kind of spreading it out through the rest of your home. Now, if you have one of our air purification systems on your furnace, then that would definitely be okay, because it's going to catch it before it goes into the rest of the house. But yeah, we wouldn't recommend that, to have it right in there, because, it does get hot and warm up, and, toxins and those particles and all that stuff is going to be
just spreading all over the house. Great.
Yeah, exactly. So
that probably explains why I had asthma when I was a kid.
There you go. You never know. Yeah, it was a funny story. When I was 15, I found out I was allergic to cats.
Right.
I never had cats when I was little, and my friend had a little black kitten, and it was so cute. And I was over there touching it, and all of a sudden I touched my eyes, and I was sneezing, and my eyes just swelled up, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then boom, I'm allergic to cats. We have 2 cats at home now.
Wow.
I don't touch them so much. Honestly, I don't. There's not a lot of petting of the cats.
Unless it's get off the table.
Sort of. And if I do, then I will go and wash my hands after. But we don't have the airborne issues because I have the system in the house, obviously. So I don't find that I'm having issues with the airborne dander and the stuff that would normally make me sneeze when I didn't have the cats, right? We live in a country home, so we had the cats to kind of chase away any pests that might come in the house, but we've grown to love them, and we've had them for quite a few years now, so.
Well, and that's something that you've got to think about too. You want to have your pets as sort of a companion, as a member of the family, and it's great to have a dog or a cat or a hamster, what have you, but you don't want that member of the family to be making everyone allergic or sick. Or the other thing that people don't necessarily notice is when you've been living in the house, you go, what's the Febreze ad? You go nose blind to certain things. You go into some people's house, you don't have to see the pets to know they have pets, right?
Exactly.
So you want to make sure
you can smell that cat litter box right away sometimes.
You want to make sure you live in a home that doesn't reveal everything all at once the minute you open the door.
Yeah, correct. And then when you're spraying those chemicals as Febrezes or whatever, then, you're just, like I said, you're just spraying chemicals, more toxins that you're going to be breathing in. It's got a nice smell to it, but what's it doing to our insides after we're breathing it in our lungs? So that's why it's better to have the air purification systems in there to help out. It'll give you the fresh, clean air, and it'll take out those odors.
And you can get started with getting one of those air purification systems by booking your Healthy Home Assessment today at healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Don't want to go online? You can always call Brian 647-660-4900, or you can visit the store, 7250 Keele Street, Unit 65 at Improve Canada. Whole lot more coming up on the other side with Brian Lattanville and Healthy Home Makeovers. healthyhomemakeovers.ca. healthyhomemakeovers.ca is where you can check out all the information on the things we're talking about here today. You can call Brian anytime, 647-660-4900. Send him an email, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca. We were just chatting a little bit about pets and pet dander, and some of the ways that you can clean up the air in your home when you're talking about how pets are affecting the air in your home, whether it's the dander or the smell of the litter box or whatever. Rover's not always as clean as you'd like him to be. But you brought up in the break, Brian, actually, something that you can do for your pets as well.
Of course, yeah, definitely. You want some clean water for your pets, folks. Don't give Rover that garden hose water. It's not always so great. It's probably got some chlorine in it or whatever. And I know a lot of us love our pets just like they're our kids or our extra kids that we might have. And I know that's true in our home. And definitely, we give the dog the nice clean water from their reverse osmosis systems or our filtered water filtration systems for sure. And there was an article. So what made me bring it up, because I was reading an article during the week about it, about how the pets deserve to have that clean water as well. And the chlorine and all that kind of stuff can affect their bodies and their health as well. So it's not just the health of your family, your pet is your family, but also your pets as well.
Yeah, so that's another big part of it. And make sure you're giving your pet the clean water as well.
Correct.
You're having the good water out of champagne glasses, and you're pouring out the bad water for the dog.
Out of the champagne glasses.
Well, that's a choice.
Some high-end water right there.
But it's not just the water and the air. We talked a little bit about EMF. And Brian, for people, what's the most common question people have about electromagnetic fields?
Mainly it's the Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. I always get calls about the Wi-Fi. Not a lot you can do right now to protect yourself against Wi-Fi, but there are some, little things that you can do yourself in your own home to protect yourself. And that's what we go in and help you with. So this is, like I said, some of the education, the knowledge that it's worth the $99 for me to come in there and talk to and explain these things. And we test where your modem is. We test the how close you should be to certain items in your home. We talk about dirty electricity. There's wired and wireless EMF radiation. We have the testing tools for both. And basically, we go over it with you. We show you. We explain it to you. We give you solutions and product recommendations, of course, on how to improve the EMF levels and radiation levels within your home. And it works. It's a lot of people have different types of sensitivities to it. You can get headaches. You can get sore muscles. You can get the flickering in your eyes if you're trying to sleep at nighttime, if you have high EMF levels in your bedroom, for instance. And then, of course, we do organic bedding and infrared saunas as well. So, we have those in our showroom, and Canadian-made products, and some great items for you to improve the health of your home. So I'm sure we'll talk about that in the next segment or so. But yeah, definitely EMF is it's becoming more and more of an issue as the 5G networks are coming on board. A lot of people are talking about it within schools, within public areas, how it's affecting our bodies. It's one of these things where I find in society we have this great product. It's moving us ahead in ways that we never thought about. We don't think about some of the consequences behind it. It's almost like when you see those commercials for medicine.
Yeah.
I always laugh when I see these commercials. I always joke with my wife. It's like, okay, so it's going to fix this, but you could end up with 15 of these other problems.
Don't worry. We got a pill for those other problems too.
Exactly. So here's 17 pills to help your two problems. But that's kind of what we worry about with, the industry is moving so fast. Things are becoming so quick. and it's more convenient for people. So we jump on it. We say, yes, this is what we're going to do. But then we don't think about maybe some of the things that can affect our health. So the health industry is trying to catch up to those issues and trying to figure out solutions on how to help. And slowly but surely, we are coming up with some solutions, and we have some solutions in place now. And definitely, we will sit down with you and we will go over them with you.
And that's thinking of the way that technology is changing things. And then even something as basic as when you think of a home makeover, you think of putting a fresh coat of paint on the wall, getting new furniture and stuff, and all those things that are good for the makeover of your home are also causing health problems as well. There's
different makeovers, right? Those are like what we call like a facelift. We'll throw a coat of paint on, get a new couch, and look, we have a new space.
Yeah.
But what's behind that wall? Did you have mold in the floor? Is that stuff going into the air? What's in the ducts? Who's on first? Who's on second? What's on third? But yeah, that's why we come in and we test these other things for you. Because listen, you're always drinking water. You're always using the water in your home. You're always breathing the air in your home. You're not always using that couch.
Right.
You're not always watching the TV. You're not always in the room that you just painted. Okay, so just think about those things, folks, when you're doing these renovations or looking around your home right now. And a lot of people are on the side. Well, you're probably outside, not stuck inside working like us, but outside in that showroom. Outside in that nice, beautiful air. Like we just said on the news, you'll see on CP24, they're talking about it being a poor air quality day because the wind is down and there's stagnant air in Toronto, the GTA, Northeast is what they were talking about. But think about that. There's no wind, there's stagnant air. That happens in your home.
Yeah.
There's no wind and it's stagnant air, and you're breathing in that same air all the time that has all those particles and pollutions and whatnot within your home. So keep your furnace fan on, run that air, circulate the air, put an air system in there, an air cleaner. Call us. We will give you a good quote and a good deal. We have our home show special going on, $500 off our whole home air system, our duct-mounted system right now. So definitely give us a call. We're keeping that until Sunday. So if you book an assessment in by Sunday, even if it's for next week, we're going to keep the home show special for you.
So you book that this weekend. By Sunday, you're going to get that home show special.
Correct.
That's at healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Book now page.
Yeah, that's from the Free From Allergy home show special that we had on. We promised our customers and clients that we would keep it on for the whole week. So it's on until Sunday.
And you can book that healthy home assessment. Like I said, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. You can give Brian a call at 647-660-4900. And you can send him an email, info@healthyhomemakeovers.ca.
Yeah, just to give you an idea, folks, I'm going to be out in the Alliston area, out in the Burlington area early next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then in the Stouffville and Markham area Thursday, Friday. So if you're in those areas and you want to have me come by, then give me a call.
And you can get that done and start working with that peace of mind and start working on improving the health of your home and doing that healthy home makeover, not just the sort of facelift makeover,
Correct.
But going right into the guts and doing the healthy
and
home
workplace makeover too. We can also do the workplaces as well.
Awesome. A whole lot more coming up on the other side, including where you can see Brian do a talk today, this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Plus, talking a little bit, we'll touch on the bedding offered as well from Healthy Home Makeovers, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. You can book your healthy home assessment at healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Book it before Sunday, and you're going to take advantage of that home show special that Brian is offering, healthyhomemakeovers.ca. Book your healthy home assessment before Sunday. We were talking before the break. I teased a little bit. We'll talk about the bedding. So I want to hit that quickly because I know the bedding is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, of course. Cozy Sleep Organic Bedding. So we have, it's all organic bedding. We talked about foam off-gassing for 7 years. A lot of people are shocked to hear that when I talk to them about it, but basically foam's a closed cell product, and every time you lay on the foam, you push down, the cells open up, and the gases release, and those gases contain toxins that you're breathing in. So, any of the foam pillows or foam bedding, which 90% of the bedding out there has some sort of foam in it, whether it's in the fabric or in the bedding itself. So definitely something you want to look at. It could be causing you, some of your allergy symptoms as well. And definitely we customize the bedding for you. And it's organic cotton. It's all organic latex, wool, eucalyptus fibers, whatever you might want. And we have a couple of them set up in the showroom for you to come and test and feel. And definitely it's something that people should look into and consider for their next bedding purchase. And honestly, folks, if you're looking at your mattress now and you're thinking back, wow, how old is my mattress? Your mattress should only last you 10 years. You should be changing it after 10 years. Mm-hmm. That's maximum.
So that the lifespan of that mattress should not go beyond that. So
Correct.
anyone who's got a mattress that's been kicking around for 15, 20, even more, you know that one in the guest bedroom's probably been around for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Change it up. Invest in your health, invest in your body. Basically, you're sleeping on that thing a third of your life. If you're getting your normal 8 hours of sleep at nighttime, most of the time we're always sleeping at home in our own beds. So it is one of those important things that we try to explain to folks. And like I said, we have them at our showroom for you to come, touch, feel, and work with.
And the showroom's located at 7250 Keele Street. That's at Improve Canada, Canada's largest home improvement center. So there's a whole lot that you can check out there at Improve Canada. Unit 65 is where you will find the Healthy Home Makeovers showroom, and Improve Canada located at Keele and the 407 in Vaughan. So if you're looking for something to do this afternoon, actually a great opportunity is to come and see Brian. He's going to be doing a master class at the showroom there, talking about the health of your home.
Correct. We'll be going over the air quality, the water quality, the electromagnetic fields, and the organic bedding, and of course the infrared saunas as well. We didn't get to touch on the saunas too much today, but yeah, the saunas are great. Canadian-made saunas, cedar, poplar, wood. Infrared saunas, we could do a combo steam sauna. We could do a customized sauna. All sorts of things that you might need. It's more of the higher-end luxury models, but they are good Canadian-made 5-year warranties. 5-year warranty on all our products. The bedding is a 10-year warranty. So, yeah, you're good to go. And the wonderful Canadian-made products, folks, installed by us. Everything comes with installation and set up with warranties. We even put you on our filter replacement list, and you'll get emails sent out to you when you should be replacing your filters.
Brian, back on the saunas thing, because we almost skipped right over it. Yeah. I know that's if people who are in the market for a sauna, why is it important to think about infrared versus the traditional steam sauna?
So there's a couple of reasons. An infrared sauna will heat up a lot faster. The infrared heat emitters are all around the unit, around your body, so it goes directly to you, where a steam sauna the steam has to kind of build up and create within the whole sauna, and then you start sweating out. Plus, what water are you putting on the sauna, right? What's in the waters or bacteria or something you're breathing in now because you're pouring the water on the rocks. Plus, then you need drainage systems for steam saunas where you don't necessarily need drainage. You don't need drainage for infrared saunas, so you can move them around in your house. With summertime, have them out on your deck if you want, or if you have a condo, out on your balcony. And then in the wintertime, you can bring them back inside, have them in your basement, have them in your master bedroom, whatever you want. So they're great and they're ideal for that. And they're wonderful equipment. And again, Canadian-made, 5-year warranty.
If you are in the market for a sauna, swing by Improve Canada. Check out Unit 65, the Healthy Home Makeover store, to see what these saunas look like. They're beautiful units.
Yeah, they are. No toxins, no chemicals, medical grade, steel emitters, no EMF, because they're only 200 watts, where some of these other ones will go higher and they can cause EMF, while you're sitting in your sauna. So it's a kind of counterproductive in the health industry for you. But definitely you can Bluetooth out of them. They have the radios inside, all that kind of stuff. They're great. Just come by and see them.
And you know what? Before we close out the show, we should probably touch again on that Healthy Home Assessment. What's that all about? And what's that like? And also the special offer that's going on until Sunday.
Yeah, so go to healthyhomemakeovers.ca. You can go to the Book Now page, or you can give us a call to book one with me on the phone or with one of our associates, and definitely we'll set you up and book you into a time and a date that works best for you to the best we can, as long as we're not already pre-booked. It's me that comes to your home. I will come and do the air quality testing. So we test the air throughout your whole home. Usually start in the basement. If you have a furnace or whatever, we'll start there. We'll check it out. You'll show us where basically your heating source is. We'll go from there, work our way up. Even in condos, apartments, trailers, workplaces, whatever you might have, we can do this home assessment. So don't think it's just because you might not own a house or live in a house. Even if you rent a house, we can still do all this for you. All of the products you can take with you. It's not like it's stuck in the home. You own the product. You can move with it if you move. So then we test the water. We test the hard water, the chlorine, the iron. We test for the pH levels. We test for everything in your water that we could possibly necessary. And then we will give you a full report on the water, and then we will test the EMF, the electromagnetic fields within your home, the wired and the wireless electromagnetic fields within your home. We'll give you details and tips and tricks and tips to improve your EMF health within the home, and obviously product recommendations. We will do a room-by-room toxin screen, so a visual screen of anything that we might find. We give you a full report with pictures and all the details of what we recommend that you do to improve the health of your home, whether that's through product or through just some of the small things that you can do within your home to improve the health of your home. Again, a $99 charge. It basically gets us in there, gets you the full report. Then if you purchase anything over $500, we credit you back that $99. So really, we want the assessment to be a free educational spot for you. In the end, even if you have any system in place right now, we come and we check to make sure that system is still working for you. And we've gone into homes and the system has been working and it's been fine.
And you've got a special offer going on until Sunday.
Correct. So we have $500 off of our whole home duct mounted system. Our portable system for condos and whatnot, the 5-stage system, is $200 off. And then the water softening system that we have, the 2-in-1 carbon bed system, we have $400 off. So those are the 3 show specials that we have right now. Of course, when you book it in and you book by Sunday, we'll definitely talk to you about that and let you know what's happening.
HealthyHomeMakeovers.ca is where you can find out information and click that book now link. Brian, thanks again for helping us out here and educating us on the health of our home, health of our workplace, health of our family. And go down to Improve Canada at 7250 Keele Street, and 2 p.m. you're going to see Brian
I'll be there.
doing a master class on all the things we talked about here today.
Thank you, and thank Jody for the great tunes today.
Exactly. Hey, go out there, enjoy your Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us here and spending part of your weekend with us. HealthyHomeMakeovers.ca, 647-660-4900, info at HealthyHomeMakeovers.ca.